Okay. Hello, everybody. Hope you can hear me, but it might be a bit low. Anyway, today we are going to be doing a live journaling session just because I feel like it. And if anyone's not working or at school right now, I don't know when school starts right now, but please join in. You guys can journal along with me. You guys can let me know what you guys do in your journal. If you guys journal, let me know what you guys have been watching lately so we can chat about that. Because me, I'm mostly a media journal kind of person. When I'm obsessed with a film or a TV show, I tend to have to make like a really nice collaged spread in my journal to dedicate and get my creative energy out. And I've been really loving this. I recently started this habit and I've been loving it. It's so much fun now that I found my process, because I have been trying to journal for years. I've been trying to journal since I was in elementary school and I could never keep to it. And I think that's because it took me a long time to find my style and what I liked. And I finally figured that out and I am so happy. So yeah, I found the cutest journal on Temu for like $7. And I am in love with this gorgeous thing. So yeah, it's an A6 binder. It's so cute. It's got a pocket inside. It came with a bunch of Ziplocs to put stuff in. But yeah. So I'm going to share with you guys my style / how I journal live. I did a video on my channel about my journaling process and didn't really do well, but I thought, why not try to do a journaling session live, just because I wanted to. This channel, at the end of the day, is not doing what's successful. It's doing what I find fun and what I want to do. So let's get this open and I can share with you guys some of my process before we get going. So yeah, it's a simple wraparound closure. I love this. So classy. Ugh. I love flapping open things. Here she is, my media journal. Got a pocket here for pens, which I keep my pens that I'm always using for journaling. For every spread, I use these pens, so I keep them in here. This pouch, I don't really put anything in, unless it's like something small. But yeah, this is an A6 ring binder system. I really love this system. It came with a bunch of graph paper, which I'm not a person who likes blank pages. I find they're ugly and I find that they're just more intimidating. But the graph paper I have fallen in love with. It makes every spread, even if it's like a little bit blank, feel less blank. But yeah, this is my media journal front page. I put some stickers of media that I like and some sticky washi tape. Yeah. So as you can see, the paper inside is graphed. And it came with these zippy pouches that you can put things in. So I started putting my ticket stubs in here. So I have my Bad Guys 2 ticket stub, my Wicked ticket stub, and I believe I have my Toy Story ticket stub, or is it a different movie? Anyway, I have all my ticket stubs in here. So I finally have a place to keep these, because for the longest time, I didn't have a spot to keep my ticket stubs. And now that I have a media journal, I can keep them on this little pouch. And it's so cute. So, yeah. So, yeah, media journaling is just my absolute favorite kind of journaling. I have finally found my niche. I've finally found my thing. And I'm going to share with you guys some of the ones I've already done to show you guys my style and what I've determined is what I like to do, because watching other people journal kind of gets a little intimidating. It makes it seem kind of scary. Actually, it's not that bad once you find your rhythm, once you find your process. But yeah, I fully go into my process even more deeply in my video. But yeah, I did a House of the Dragon spread. And it may look like this is so nice and so intimidatingly difficult to do, but it was actually not that stressful for me. It's actually really fun. But yeah. I did a Rings of Power spread for the Lord of the Rings. Now, that one was one of my first ones, so it's a little less full, which I've learned I really like a full and packed spread, so that's what I've been working towards. I also have a Miraculous Ladybug spread because I just finished season 6. Season 7 is coming out this year. So excited that the wait is not long. Because that finale, I am wondering what is the state of what's going on. But yeah. Love this spread. Super cute. And my last one, / my most recent one, is my Toy Story 5 spread, which I wasn't into journaling when I saw the movie. I only got into journaling within the last month or so. So I only did this yesterday. But I love it. So yeah, those are all the spreads I've done so far. This spread that I want to do today is going to be a Shadow and Bone spread because I'm still obsessed with that show. I've been obsessed since it first came out. I've been obsessed since season 2. I've been obsessed since I read the books. I'm just like one of those people. I agree the Six of Crows books are better than the Shadow and Bone books, but I'm sorry. The Shadow and Bone books have a special place in my heart, and they're what started my fantasy journey, and they are my favorites. So, argue with the wall. That's my taste. Don't get mad at me for it. I'm just a girl, which is not an excuse, but hey, what you gonna do? All right, so put the thing in the pocket, and now we're gonna open to a nice blank canvas. So I'm going to see if I can get you guys to see what I'm doing. Okay. That's good. You guys can, let's see. But yeah. I've already started planning out this spread on my iPad because as a person with OCD, I really want the spreads to turn out as great as they can, because the one thing I hate is ugly spreads. So I do some of the stuff on paper first, and then I do a mock-up of what I want the final to look like in Procreate, and then I will transfer this version and make it into the actual physical. So that's what I've been doing. It works like gangbusters. So that's my tip if you guys are like me and really like want to make sure your spreads come out really nice, plan ahead, because I've been doing that and it works great. I'm gonna get my scissor because we're gonna need that today. Let's open the. I love the sound of the little binder opening. Ugh, ASMR to me. Ugh, it's so satisfying. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna take these pages out. I'm going to use these, so I'm gonna put the journal aside. Now you guys might be seeing this upside down, but eventually I will show it the normal orientation. But for right now, this is the best I can do. So yeah. I might upload this and it might stay uploaded. I might not keep it uploaded. It depends how I feel on how this live is turning out. But anyway, so yeah, first thing I like to do is get my washi tape out to do the title on the top. So that's usually what I like to do. Anyway, I'm using previous ones as an example too. I'm going to use my printer to hold these two down while I put the washi tape because I like it to be really aligned properly. Yeah, everything has to be really nicely done. Otherwise, I get iffy. Okay, that looks good. Okay. I'm going to keep that like that. Now I'm going to go into my box of washi tape. And I have my markers to write the titles because the Sharpies work the best on the washi tape. They don't smudge and they're the best for that. So, yeah, I got a bunch of these washi tapes. Once in a Michael's bin, they were like $1 each. So I bought in bulk. And since then, I haven't seen that happen. So I haven't been able to buy more washi tape. But these have lasted me so many years so far. So I'm going to be using these. I try to pick the one that's going to match the theme of the spread. So we're going to pick this blue, really thick, pretty tape because I like it. It's pretty thick, but we can work with it. I could always use this star tape as well. We got a couple of choices. Yeah, no other ones I like. So we're gonna pick and choose from these. This one has stars on it, so I like that. And it's not as thick as this one, but okay. Last time I did this spread, it turned out bad, but I used this washi tape, so maybe I'll use this one this time. I don't know if the Sharpie will really work on this, but we'll see. I haven't tried these. But maybe I should just go with the blue that I like. Decisions. I do not know what to do. I'm kind of lost. This one would go 3 lines. So that's not bad. All right, we're just going with instinct, I guess. I'm not going to sit here for 10 hours picking washi tape. Okay. Just going to see the length that I need. Okay. We're not sticking down yet. Okay. Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. Make sure it sticks. Push it down. This one went a little skewed, but it's pretty straight. So yeah, this is my thermal printer that I bought off of Temu, and it's really great. Doesn't use ink, and all I have to do is replace the paper, put in refills, which I got a pack of 12 for $20 on Amazon. Highly recommend. Yeah, that was the best bang for my buck because everywhere else thermal paper was so expensive for so few rolls. I don't know. Anyway, love this. I'm able to do with 12 rolls, I'm able to do like 60 spreads that are each spread I do is 2 pages. So that's a lot. So I'm able to do quite a lot with. But yeah, that's why I add so much color to my spreads because the images are they're black and white because thermal printers don't seem to print in color. So yeah, then I just go in between here to cut the tape that's in the middle. And there we go. Now they're separate. There's a little rogue piece over here of tape. I'm going to cut that off. Okay. Some of my washi tape are a mess, but we can fix it. I can fix it. Or maybe not. How did my washi tape go in? Ah, there you go. Okay. I actually love the stars. I actually think that was a really good choice. So, yeah. Next step, I'm going to write the title with my Sharpies. I'm going to try and make it as exact as I can by freehanding it, but tracing would probably be easier if you really want to get that perfect title look. I personally am not as picky about that, but I am a little picky. So I'm going to get a reference on my iPad and just recreate what I see. So, yeah. Let me know if you're a perfectionist like me or not, because I'm very much a perfectionist. Ah! Okay. I'm trying my best. These pens are showing. I don't know how long they're going to work on this tape. Sharpies are great, but even they can only stand so much. So we're going to put the shadow. Okay, I'm liking how this is turning out so far. Last time I did this, I really hated how it was turning out. So far, so good. Fingers crossed. Okay. We have that and that. That. Okay. All right, so the shadow is looking good. Just gonna go over it again with the Sharpie just to make sure it stays nice. And going to Shadow. Okay, there you go. This is looking nice. Shadow, and I don't love the and, but it's better than I thought it would be. And then the B is very complicated, so let me hope I get this right. The B is very complex. Ooh. Okay, that's as good as I can get it, and I'm actually very impressed. So, okay. Whee! And then the N has this like little curve at the bottom. Okay, I screwed that up. Now I'm not happy. Oh no! Okay, this is why we have correction tape. We're going to redo that again. The tape I can't fix, but I can fix the part they got on the paper. Bob Ross says there are no mistakes, happy accidents. So I say so too. But yeah, writing the title is the hardest part for me of the process. It's really the only part that gets me stressed. And just there you go. Now it looks better. I fixed it. Yippee! All right. Let me know what you guys are watching. What are you guys obsessed with currently? Because I'm not obsessed with Shadow and Bone right now, but oh my god, when it was coming out, it was my everything. Oh boy, you do not want to be me back then. Oh my god. I was a menace. My mother could not stop hearing me talk about it. But yeah, that was me. Okay, I did my best. The title looks kind of big on the other side and not very even, but can't do much about that, I'm afraid. I tried my best. Can't really do much about that. I can try and make these look a little thicker so it matches. But that's all I can pretty much do. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Now it looks a little bit better. More coherent. Okay. We have finished the hardest part, getting the title right and the washi tape on the top. So, yay! I'm loving that so far. So I'm going to put the tape away. That's all the washi tape I use in my spreads. I only use them for the title portion. So that way, one, my washi tape lasts, and two, just because I don't really have a use for washi tape with how small the A6 pages are, and how tight I like to fit everything together, there just isn't space for washi tape otherwise. But at least I found a use for some of it. So I'm going to put this on the side or on the ground, something. There you go. Oh, I like to keep these Sharpies with the washi tape so I can write the titles on top. All right. I do have some other stuff that I like to use occasionally, if I need to decorate spreads. Like I'll use this stamp set I got from the Dollarama because stamps are expensive and I don't really use them that much. So is there a point in spending so much money? I got this 20-something pack for like $6. So, or $5. So think about when you're buying like journaling materials, what stuff you will use a lot. And if so, then I guess if you love it enough and you use it that much, then it's worth paying more. But since I don't use the stamps that much, I just bought a cheap pack and it was worth it for me. So anyway, I'm going to start getting this stuff out to do this stuff because I'm going to need these pens to do the journaling pages. So I'm going to take these pens out and share with you guys what pens I use. So I'm going to put this to the side. But yeah. This I just got from a set from Dollarama. So this isn't really a special pen. I just use it to write quotes down in bubbles and things. And write my thoughts in the bubbles of what thoughts I have on the TV show or movie I'm watching. Then these are the metallic marker, the Staedtler metallic pens, and they're really nice. They're so juicy, and I got these at a Dollarama, believe it or not, I think, or I found them on sale somewhere. I don't really remember, but I love using these gold and silver to like make cute accent doodles and sometimes just decorating the pages. So, yep, love these. Highly recommend. Then for writing on black areas, because I like to do black bubbles sometimes, I use the Jelly Roll 10 because I find the 8 and like anything lower than 10 is really not great. So 10 or higher is my preferred size. But yeah, this is the Jelly Roll white pen. I don't buy any other Jelly Rolls, just the white. And I love them. They're great. I also use these to write quotes and thoughts that I have on a specific medium. So yeah. Then I have some microns. Love microns. They're really great. They're definitely worth the money. Japan, all these Asian companies know what they're doing with the art supplies. I have one Pigma brush pen. Which is basically this tip, pointy tip. Really helpful for coloring in black areas. And then I have this Graphic 3, which I use to color in the bubbles black. So yeah, that's what I use this for, because the tip isn't really useful for anything else. So I kind of like to use this to make the bubbles and stuff that I write my quotes and stuff in. So these are my main ones. I will use more tools later, but for right now, that's mainly what I use. All right. Next step is to print out the photos I want to use and figure out where I want to put them on the spread, which I've already figured that out on my iPad. So we're just going to take them and put them down. But yeah, I'm going to take my printer. This is the Model M02L mini printer. And yeah, I'm just gonna turn it on. And it turns green, so you know it's on. And I just charged it, so it's fully charged. We're gonna start printing out the photos. So I use my iPad for this because there's an app for the printer, and it works great. You can even edit the photos if you want to make some changes. But yeah, I go to print images, exit, print images, photo editing, and I just pick an image. I've saved all the images on my iPad already, so I'm just going to take I'm going to print out the poster first because I like to have a poster. I'm going to rotate this so that way it's 90 degrees. Make sure this is at the top so I don't waste paper. That's something I'm really careful with, is wasting paper. But yeah, can I crop this? I don't think I need to crop it. I'm gonna cut the sides a little bit because they are a bit big for no reason. Okay. All of a sudden it's acting strange, but I think I got it. Okay, there. Then after I've edited the photo, I can also make adjustments with filters. So let's 1, 2. Each one is good for its own thing. Gray. Too dark. Okay, this is better. Okay, so now I found something good. And then it gives me a 1-by-1 comparison of what the size of the image is going to be on this paper. So I can check and make sure that it's the size not too big or too small. So yeah, right now it's a 5.3 by 340. So that's still a bit big. So maybe I'll go back and make some more cuts. I think that's better. Okay. There we go. All right, I think that's a good size. All right. Now just press print. And it prints! Ah! Like magic every time. I'm like a kid on Christmas with this thing. I love printing stuff. Oh, it's so much fun. Oh. Alrighty. Time to rip it off. And there we go. I have the poster. Ah, so cute. I love this printer. I am obsessed. This is my favorite part of my journaling process, is printing out the photos and putting them down. Oh, there's nothing like it. But yeah, I'm going to put the ones that I don't know. Where should I put this? Put the photos here for now since I'm using the printer here. But yeah, now I can start over and edit the other photos and figure it out from there. So, I'm gonna print. Hold on. This photo may be too dark. Maybe I should adjust it. Or maybe not. I can adjust it in the. Okay, auto, gray. That's too dark. That's good. Okay. Should I cut or... I should probably cut this because it's way too big. All right. So yeah, now it's just the longest part is editing the images before I print them out in the app, and it's just so convenient. But it's great. I love it. This is 360. How big will this be? I think it'll still be pretty big. But I'm going to cut around it anyway, so maybe it doesn't even matter. This is a difficult process. Okay, we're just going to print this as is. Yay! This is so much fun. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid, but I'm not very good at that either. But yeah. And I got my little photos. Alina and the Darkling, since I'm doing a Shadow and Bone spread. Toxic ship, but I ship it nonetheless, sort of. Alright, next we're gonna do Kaz and Inej, so this is gonna be fun. These two are the best. I'm sorry, they're the best. Argue with the wall. I think the gray might be too dark. Yeah, keep the auto. Sometimes I like how the auto looks. 370, that's even bigger than Alina and the Darkling. Yeah, I'm gonna redo. Let's see, how much is it? 310. Okay, so maybe I can just cut on this side of it. How big is that? 330. Okay. Maybe I can cut it a little bit more. All right. We got 340, so it's about the size of this one. So, yes, one-on-one. All right, let's print. Whee! Isn't that magic? I love it. Oh, man. I thought the fact that it was just black and white would bother me, but since I add so much color to my spreads, it's actually the most fun thing. Okay, I ripped it a little bit, but just the bottom, so it's fine. Kaz and Inej. Anyway, it's a little rip there, but start over, get the next photo. Next is Alina and Mal, because we love these two. That's too dark. That might be not bad. Okay, that's better than I thought. The other image is worse, so I actually think this is good. The auto sometimes is very good, but sometimes I like to pick a different filter. Let's see, how big is this one? 270. Yeah, that's way too small. Let's crop it more. Oh, these two are so cute. Okay. How big is that? Only 3. Okay. I'm gonna have to cut this a lot, aren't I? Whee. Okay. 330. We can cut a little bit more. Okay. 340. All right, we're back to the regular. So let's print. Whee! Yay! There you go. I gotta stop being shy to rip them off. But there you go. Malinalina. Yay! I think we have 2 more images to print and then we're done. So next is Nina and Matthias. I'm basically just printing out images of my favorite ships because Shadow and Bone had so many good ships, so many amazing characters. That's what I loved about the show and the books most of all, but I also love the themes and the tropes. It's just, oh, so good. That's too dark. That's maybe too gray. I don't know. This one does a bit more, accentuates more of the light colors and the dark colors. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to go with this one. Okay, let's see. How big is this one going to be? 330. Okay, that's not bad. I think I'm just going to go with 330 for this one. Because I don't think there's really anywhere I can cut it. Unless I cut a little on the side here. Okay, there you go. 340 and print. Okay. It came out good. Yay! Yippee! This one's a little bent a bit, but not bad. It's fine. It'll be fine. Nina and Matthias. The most sad story of the whole show, kind of. Yeah, I think I found my preferred size. I think 340 for images is pretty good. It's not too big and not too small, but yeah. I've been trying to figure out what my I've been doing a ton of spreads and I haven't figured out yet what size I like in measurement that much. But usually the 3 to 340 range is the sizes I like to do for these. So I'm figuring it out as I go. That's the whole point of journaling too, the process. You learn how to fine tune it, and that's what I've been doing, figuring out what size I like the images to be. 340 seems to be pretty good, but we will see. So let's do one more. This one's going to be David and Jenya. Also sad and tragic. Ugh. Kill me. This one's too dark. This one's too gray. This one's too bright. All of them are not really flattering the image that much. So I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Unless I can adjustments, brightness maybe. Ooh, that just made it worse. Okay. No. Contrast, that just makes it worse too. Okay, I guess we're just going to go with what we got. The filters, keep it auto. And we're just going to go with auto. This is 360. That's way too big. Let's cut it. How big is it now? 270 is too small. So I'm going to redo it. Put a little bit at a time. 330. Okay. I guess that's fine. I'm just It's not really going to be 330, is it? Let me try again. So 360 was the problem before. Oh, we just do a little bit here. 350, okay. Let's cut a little more. All right, it's 340. All right, perfect. We're going with that. Even though there's a little black area, which I don't like, but maybe I can cut it off. And that's 320 though. Still too small. All right. This image is tricky because it's so difficult. Maybe I should have left it at 350 or 360 because it is a small image. Okay, I'm just going to print it as is. Final print. Whee! Okay. Final image. Complete. No matter what filter I used, the darks and the lights just aren't accentuated enough, probably because of the lighting of the shot, but what can you do? As long as I have the image and you can tell what it is, it doesn't. All right, that was the last image. I wish it came out better, but I'm not going to print it again. Sometimes you got to just go with the punches. As long as you can tell what it is, that's all that matters. All right, so we're going to turn this off. But again, so fun and snazzy. Oh, I love this thing. So I'm going to put the printer to the side. And now we're going to take the images and put them where they need to go. It was thundering before, guys, and now it's so bright outside. I don't know what the diss is or the problem is with the weather lately, but it sucks. All right, so I'm trying to keep these all in frame, but it's really hard. Anyway. Ugh, Jesus, I'm trying to get this in frame. Jeez. Okay. Next, we're going to need the tweezers. I'm going to be using the tweezers to get the images off the sticker paper, because this is thermal sticker paper. So it's great. It's like printing out your own stickers. It's so much fun. I'm going to use my scissor as well to cut around the images. I like to do that. But yeah. This kind of journaling process is just very chill. So I'm going to take this and put it here in the corner. paper's a little tricky. This paper is actually very tricky. It's very annoying. It's really hard to get it out, though, sometimes. Ugh, I hate this. God, tweezers even don't make this easy. It's so hard to get it off the paper. Ugh. The last paper I had for this was way easier to use and to get off. But anyway. All right, let's figure this out. Okay, we're going to put this here. There we go. Perfect. Then I just got to make sure that this sticks. And there we go. We have our first image on the page. And now these are going to be the next few. But anyway. Next, we're going to take this image and I'm going to cut around it to make it kind of cute. Cutting the images is very delicate, but it's cool. Ugh. The cutting process is very tedious. God, I wish my fingers were smaller. GT. What the hell is wrong with this thing? It just won't come out. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. Since I don't like how this is going, I'm going to go around it, hold it like this, and cut the piece off that I don't like. Okay. That worked. If I can get it off the desk. All right. So now we're going to consult our 3D image and just see. So this is going to be up here. Actually, some more here. Okay, I think this is good. Okay. There you go. Put it down. There we go. Next. It's not as big as I thought it was going to be. I don't understand why some images are bigger than others. That's really small. That's definitely not as big as I had in mind at all. It's really tiny. Maybe I should reprint this one. It's really small. Anyway, I'm going to keep it to the side for now. Try the other ones. This one I'm just going to keep square because it's a pretty square image, so can't really fix that. But again, some of the images are just going to be small. But as long as they're there, that's all that matters. All right. Why does it keep doing that? Keeps letting go. So difficult. Okay, I'm trying to check how I did it in the image, but they're never as big as they look in the image. All right, just putting it there. And it ends there. There you go. Make sure all the corners are secure. The corners are a bitch. Okay. I might switch things around, but That will be a later problem. Woo, this is very concentrative. I don't know why I'm being so quiet, but I guess that's the point. I'm being so quiet because I'm being so concentrative. Anyway. Now I screwed up. Now I'm trying to get this off of the sticker paper and it's not coming out. Okay, I really can't get it out. I don't know what to do. It's stressing me out. Come on. I really can't get this out. I thought it would be easier than this. Ugh. Boy, was I wrong. Oh, brother. I'm really annoyed. It won't come off. Come on. Ugh, jeez. This is really pissing me off. It won't come out. Like, come on. I'm about to glue it down. I'm about to get freaking pissed off. Come on. Just come off the paper. Okay. I hate this right now. Oh my god, this is gonna bother me so much. Come on. This is really annoying. Oh, good grief. I'm about to rip it to pieces. freaking come apart. My good lord. Oh, Jesus. Oh, good lord. We're going to be here a while because it's not working. I thought everything would go really smoothly. It's not. Even this image, I'm going to have a struggle taking this out. Ay, ay, ay. Now I'm going to have to reprint 2 images, which is annoying. That's a waste of paper. I don't know what to do. They just won't come off. I've been trying and they won't come out. Oh my god. Okay, screw you. I'm done. Go fuck yourself. Good lord. I am fed up. I'm printing them again because I don't understand why this paper is such a pain in my ass. Ugh. I'm gonna go with Kazaninej, make them bigger. How big is that? 360. I don't care. Just print it. The image was too small before anyway, so. Alright, that's bigger. Progress. Start over. Go to this one. No ink. Okay. No, these make it worse. Okay, never mind. We're just going to go to auto. Cut this. That's only 3. Okay. Make it bigger. Man, usually this is not such a big process. 350. A little big, but I'll take it. $340. How is it at $340? I just did a random edit. Ay, ay, ay. Sometimes I'm in the mood for struggles. Today I'm not in the mood for struggles. Of course it's like that, right? 330. Still 330. Jesus. How big do I have to make this image? 340. Okay. The last one was 360 though. $3.50 will do. All right. Print, print, print. Whee! There we go. Got it. Some images come out better than others because the lighting of the shots and whatnot. But yeah. Yeah, I think 340 may still be too small for these sizes. 360 may be too big. I think this is still a bit too big. But 350 might be a good compromise. So maybe I'll go 350 next time. $340 to $350 should be the max, I think. So. All right, let's get back to it. Close, turn this off. Okay. Back to Canvas and Image. Let's this time cut it the proper way so it doesn't give me headaches. Ugh, there you go. Whee! Oh boy. All right. Because you have to cut it off and leave that little edge to be able to take the sticker off the paper. Otherwise, it's not going to come off. So I need to stop forgetting that. But I sometimes make an error. But yeah, let's get this show on the road. Oh, brother. Okay. Oh, yeah, this side's being better about it. Okay. All right, progress. We've got progress. I'm just going to cut this little edge off now that it's, cut. Yeah, I think I'll just cut it off once I'm done cutting it out. I mean, taking it off of the paper, But yeah. All right. How was this before? So I'm going to leave some space. All right, I'm going to put that there. Again, make sure to always fortify the edges with your nail. That's what I do. Fortify it with my nail so it doesn't come out. The corners are always the problem. So if you fortify those, you're a champ. But yeah, that's that page's photos done. Now I just have to do this page. All right, let's do this again. This last time was a failure. But yeah, I love this show. Sorry, not sorry. There you go. Yay, progress. Man. Get the corner up. Okay. It's not coming out. Okay, I'm just gonna try on the other side. This shit is always so hard to do. I just want to cut it the way I want and simply take it off the paper, but it's never that simple, is it? There we go. Got it. Gonna cut this part off. Ugh, so difficult. So this will go here, I believe. It's like surgery, almost. All right. I think that's good enough. All right. There we go. Fortify the edges yet again. And once the edges are good, you're rock solid. Now, last image. Once we have figured this out, then we are home free, my friends. Home free. Well. All right. That one wasn't too bad. I want to see. I don't think I can see. I don't get it. Okay, I got it. All right. Okay, I think that's a fine spot. Okay. Corners. There we go. I'm still fine-tuning my process. Still figuring out how much to cut around the images. But yeah. This is the result so far. Usually a spread will take me 4 hours to do, but usually I will do 2 hours one day and 2 hours another day. So usually I'll do it in 2 days. So I don't do my whole thing in one day. Not unless I'm really in the mood. But yeah, now we have all our images laid down. The last step I like to do on paper is to do colored borders around the images. And for that, I'm going to put the scissors away. We don't need them anymore. Put the tweezers away. Now we're going to need Posca pens, so acrylic paint markers. I love these. They make everything stand out so much. I love to do my doodles with these. They're really helpful. I'm going to put these away for now because we really won't need them till like the finishing touches. I don't know why I already put that there, but yeah. I have collected quite a few over the while. I buy a few every once in a while, but they're not cheap. But yeah, I found a new brand I like better, but I still have to use these. So I thought, why not use these for my journals since I don't like them as much? But anyway, they're still pretty good. They help me out. So I'm going to figure out what colors I want because I want to make sure the spread has like a theme. Where's the black? Where's the black is being the hardest one to find. Okay, found the black. I'll put him here, I guess. I don't know. So we have black, gray. I wanted to use gray. This is a very dark toned show. So I really wanted the page to be dark toned. The gray. Next, brown. Okay. Brown. Next, yellow. Gonna use the really strong yellow. And then a nice blue for my other thing. Okay. Unless I try something darker. I think I'll try this. I haven't used this one in a while, so I don't want to use the same colors too many times because then those colors will run out faster. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to put these to the side here. Anyway, I think there you go. You guys can see it better anyway. So I'm going to do one at a time. So this one's black. Oh, I also like to put the date. So I'm going to put, I don't know if I should put the date that the show came out or the date that I did the spread, but I think I'm just going to do the day I did the spread. So that's August 27th. Yeah, August. I just write the year actually. So 2020. 26. And I like to just put an underline just to make sure. Do a little doodling. Whee. There you go. August 2026. I'll put a border around the main photo of the TV show poster. Last time I did this spread, I really didn't like it, so I really wanted to restart from scratch. And I'm glad I did, because now I'm liking this way more. Careful around the edges. I don't want to go over the edges. Okay. So yeah, I like to do these little blobs of color to add color, if need be. Sometimes it doesn't need color. But color is always fun. Okay. I think that's good. Then I'm just going to color it in. Oh, these markers sometimes, they're very temperamental. I don't like that. Yay. All right, there we go. Black for this one. Maybe make this a little bigger. Okay. That's good. I like that. Put the black away. So I'm probably not going to finish in this video, or this live stream. So if you guys are interested in a part 2, let me know. But I would probably finish this tomorrow, and I don't think I would do another live just because no one really joined during the day. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just do it just for the heck of it. But I don't know. Live streaming during the day just isn't what I like to do. I like to do it at night. Maybe tonight I will continue where I left off and finish it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Because I really want to do some reading, but we'll see. Okay, Kaz and Inej will have the gray border because they're very morally gray. But I love them. Yeah, I like when it goes around the border. I hate when it doesn't do the border properly. Ah! That's why you have to be very slow and steady and patient with these outlines. Otherwise, oops, you go over the edge. And I hate that. Showza. I use this to when I make a mess. Oof, I got some paint on my desk, but no bueno. Whee. I got some paint on the desk, but who cares? Yay. Anyway, I'm going to do the finishing touches on Procreate beforehand. and then finish it, because I can't just go directly into. But yeah. All right, that's enough. I already made it a bit too wide. I don't like it that wide usually. Because I'm going to have to adjust what I did. Anyway. So, there you go. The blobs for the first page are done. These two is going to need some brown. Yike, 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 yike. It's really not doing a good job. I like to get things done right the first time. But beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Oh, crap, it did it again. Stop. Ah, no. No, 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 no. Get off my image. Get off. Shoot. Get out. Stop it. Oh my god, it's getting everywhere. Okay, there you go. I got it off. I got it off. It just got on the page. Oh, brother. I hate when the pens do this. Sometimes they're just so temperamental. This is why I've changed brand loyalty, as I mentioned earlier, because Posca pens are so messy, very hard to control, and it's like sometimes you're just like so frustrated with them. Like, I really don't understand why they're so difficult. I don't know why they don't make better tips for these pens. I really don't. Like, maybe I'm just not aware that they do. But I've never seen in store them sell any other tips but these. So, Posca pens, if you're listening, please upgrade to the 21st century. We like brush tips. We don't like whatever this is. But yeah. Oh, crap. Now I just got it all over here. Okay. This is really annoying me. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Alright. Now yellow will be for Mal and Alina. Like, I have to go so slowly to make sure that it goes the proper route that I want it to. Otherwise, you get a repeat of the bad situation from earlier. Ugh. Whew. All right, there we go. That looks good. Maybe I'll add a little more to this side. All right, there you go. That's good. And now the last one. Some blue. I love this. And I hate this at the same time. It's a love-hate relationship. The process is fun, but can also be aggravating. Oh, now I remember why I stopped using this pen. It can be a very temperamental. Oh. Ah, not again. Yeah, I don't know what this pen's problem is. I don't know if it's the tip or the ink, but there seems to be a lot of ink inside the pen, and it seems to just be the tip that's being a pain in my ass. Oh my god, this is being a pain. A bad, terrible pain. Okay. God, that was so difficult. Now I remember why I stopped using this pen. You have to layer it so much, otherwise it doesn't work. It's so bad. But yeah. All right. I think that's good. Actually, maybe put a little more. Even though I hate this pen and I really want to stop using it. Okay. That is enough toiling away with Posca pens for today. Done. These. Oh, they frustrate me sometimes. Oh. If I weren't using my other acrylic markers for my Disney coloring book, I would use them for journaling. But because journaling is very scrapbooky for me, I guess, I kind of just want to use my pens that I don't like as much. I don't know why. I want to use my good markers for the coloring book and my not so amazing markers for this. So, once I've done this, I will scan it with my iPad and bring it into Procreate. So I can really do the finishing touches digitally first, plan it out to be the perfect spread ahead of time. That way, when I put it down to paper, I already know what I'm doing. So it comes out perfect every time. It's a great process. I highly recommend. But yeah, I'm going to scan this in using the Files app. So I'm going to get my iPad out, go to Scan Documents. I'm going to take a picture of this. And there, it'll scan it. Save as Shadow and Bone. And save. And there you go. It's going to save it here in my files. And then I can transfer it to Procreate. I'm going to delete the Toy Story one that I did the other day because I don't need that anymore. Yep. Okay. So now from here, I go in and do it on my iPad. So we're going to put the pens and stuff away. And yeah. So I'm going to let this load while I put my stuff sort of away. But yeah. I'm going to leave some of this stuff to continue tomorrow, but yeah. Put the pens back in the pouch for now since we're not doing finishing touches. Don't know why I took them out to begin with. I guess I wasn't thinking very much at that point. Clearly I'm not thinking at all while I'm talking. Usually I'm very quiet while I do my artwork and I just listen to YouTube. But yeah. All right. Open this again. Love that sound. Yep. So this is going to go in here till I have the digital version all figured out, and then I can go in and finish this. So I'm going to close that. So satisfying. Ugh, I love this A6. I think it's great. I love this. I'm so glad I did this. But yeah, this is what it looks like right now. Very plain, but I'm gonna take this out. Make sure it's all dry. Don't want to make a mess before it's finished. But yeah, it's pretty much dry. Okay, that's what we got so far. The washi tapes, some of them are not very good. That's probably why they were on sale. But yeah, it's always going to bother me, these washi tapes. Always. It's never not going to bother me. Because they're always creased and annoying. But what can you do? But there you go. So that's it for now. Anyway, I'm not going to tie it too tight for now. But I'm going to put it over here. Put it there. Okay. Next is like the iPad portion, so I don't know if I'm going to share this. Maybe I will, just because I'm in the mood. But yep, I have the version I figured out from the old version, and I'm just going to try and transfer some of this to the new one. So I'm going to go to, actually, I'm going to put this flat so you guys can see it better. There you go. So I'm going to insert a file so I can go to my Files app, but oh, it doesn't let me. That's annoying. This might be a problem. I thought I could bring the file in here, but it's not letting me. Why won't it let me? I don't understand technology. You know what? I'm going to save it as an image. No, don't open it with that. What the fudge are you doing? I don't think this thing knows what it's doing half the time. Just want to see it in full view so I can take a picture of it. Jeez, how hard is it? Quick actions. Just want to save it. Send. Why can't I save it to my device? Ay, ay, ay. More problems I didn't foresee. Okay. Gonna save this PNG. Then I'm gonna go back to the old one. And finally bring in the new one. And see if that works. Sometimes you gotta do multiple steps. No. Insert photo. So I have a photo. Okay, this one's not as big. That's weird. I'm going to adjust the canvas so I can see both of them. But I might not be able to do many layers if that's the case. $35 layers. How about this? That looks fine. All right. Now I can move this one and resize it to the same size about as the other one. There's always a solution to a problem. Just gotta find it sometimes. Ugh. Okay, this one's still not the same size, but it's close. Or maybe I could just make it bigger and not care about the other one. Sometimes you gotta be a little selfish. Okay. That's the closest I'll get it. Alright. So I have the two versions. The old version that I did and the new version on the top. The new version is more accurate, whereas the first one wasn't accurate. Usually I don't do a first one and then do a second one. Usually I just do one. But because I had done a previous attempt at doing this spread before, I had something to use as like a reference. So I'm going to take what I did here on the old one and try and transfer it here to the new one. So yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do. Just grab and drag, stuff like that. It's going to take a lot of work, but it might work. Okay. But if you guys see me do this process, then you guys will already know what the final product will look like. So maybe I shouldn't spoil that. But then again, if I'm not going to do another live stream, maybe I should just do this version. So at least you guys get to see somewhat of a version. I don't know. I'm kind of getting sidetracked. I don't know what I'm doing. Some things I'm going to have to change and move around because there's not as much space as I thought there was going to be. So, oops. Anyway, some things will stay as is, so those I can already do. Let's... Oh, crap. I forgot this isn't... this needs to be on top of there. Okay. Fudge! Damn layers. They could be a pain in the ass. If you're don't know what you're doing, obviously. Okay, maybe I should just redo that from scratch because I'm not liking it. Okay. Okie dokie, Tunimvoki. Okay. Maybe I'll make this a little better. Maybe that'll work. Okay. Then I can go to where I wrote this stuff on the witch layer and just copy it and move it. So yeah, it's all about just pushing and going, touch and go. Grab this, put it in the corner. My Darklina side. I'm gonna rewrite. Can I? What? Oh, Alpha Lock, dummy. Technical pen. Why is a technical pen so big? Ugh. Enslaved. What a tragedy. Life is a tragedy. But so is fiction is a tragedy as well. I'm going to move this a little since I have more space, but yeah. Now, if I don't need this space, then maybe I can just erase it. Oh. Oh, crap. I did this on the layer that was supposed to be for... Ugh, crap. I'm a dummy. Not very smart. Oh, well. Made a one error. Whatever. Next. There's going to need to be space for the little snake, though. Oh, there I go again. Doing it on the wrong layer. What a dope. Ma, this is really pissing me off, this Alpha Lock business. I don't know when I did that, but oh my god. It's annoying as hell. Maybe I could even make it a little bigger. Okay, that's a bit better. Let's see if I can move this text. See if it'll fit. It doesn't always fit, and then I'm gonna have to make it hold the phone. I'm gonna fill this in. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There you go. Fill that in. Gonna do some more fine tuning later, but so far I'm liking it. Next, we're gonna do this one. So, yeah, this one's gonna need a lot of space. That snake is gonna have to be smaller than it was, that's for sure. The small snake is better than a giant snake anyway. Would I even be able to fit it in there? Maybe I can make the quote less long, so that way I can. Kitty, kitty! Kitty cat wants to come in. Come in, kitty. Come, kitty. Come in, kitty. What is your problem? He's a weird cat.
He just wants the option to come in if he wants to. Oh, okay. See?
There you go. The cat is just crying for my attention. Sweet cat. I cannot ignore a cat in need. I'm gonna figure out where I wrote this, because I don't even know where I wrote this. Okay, there you go. Figured it out. Maybe that'll fit? I think that might be better. Let me see how much of this I can actually grab and take, and that'll fit. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't fit exactly because it's a new. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make this fit. I'll leave it alone for a second. Anyway. Next, Gonna try and move some things around to make them fit because some things are not a fitting as they did in the other versions. So or maybe erase this. Then I'll have to see if I can get this to fit there at some point. I don't even know how I would, but we'll try it. Because these other couples have longer ones, so I'm going to need more space for those. Alright. Put that like that for now. I'll rearrange some of these later. But yeah. Basically, I'm just doing all the bubbles for all the thoughts that I have / quotes from the show that I want to include. So that's what I'm doing right now. So after that, I usually do the doodles, but I don't know if I'll finish that today or not. We will see how far we get. These two are going to need a lot of space because I put a big, long freaking quote, and I should know better because it won't fit. No matter how hard I try, it probably won't fit. I might even just like make the quote a little less long, but we shall see. Okay. We need to make a space here. So I'm going to put this here for now. I'm going to make a nice long one. Then I'm going to move this to there. All right, that should fit. And then I need one more of these. Oh, there comes the cat. Kitty, kitty. Meow. Okay, this one we're going to need to make black. So I'm going to have to get the holes to show through the black. But yeah, there we go. It's all coming together slowly. Whee! Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. Yikes. Alright, there you go. Always the wrong layer. Layers are great, but they also suck. Yeah, I can make this all fit. I think. I think. So far, I just got to move a few things around, but besides that, it looks like it'll all fit. Fingers crossed. Double fingers crossed. Toes crossed. Everything crossed. I'm gonna get a snack. Some goldfish pretzels. Pretzels. It's almost dinner time, so I'm gonna try not to spoil my appetite. There we go. Something to hold me over. Alright. Now I'm gonna start fixing some things that I can control. So we're gonna start grabbing the doodles from the other page, I think. Just some of them are not properly done, so I'm gonna maybe just copy paste some of them and not all of them. Maybe I'll just put these together so that way they're not so complicated. Okay, that seems to be working smoothly. All right. Take this little crow I drew, put him up back where he's supposed to be. A little crow. I drew that. I drew a little crow. I drew that little crow. Also did the little snake. Well, the sea serpent. Oh, yeah. He'll barely fit. But he will fit. Maybe what I'll do is I'll cut him off there. Copy the color and just redo the finishing. Or maybe I should just do that. You know what? Hold the phone. There you go. That's better. I guess it fills the spot. There you go. I did a serpent in the little corner for this, the sea whip for the amplifiers in the show. So every doodle I do has to do with the show in some way. I don't do any random doodles for no reason. So that's just to be clear. Okay. This I don't need. Let's see. we have the Firebird, which is the other amplifier. So I'm going to include all the amplifiers for sure. There you go. I drew a very bad doodle of a phoenix, but hey, it looks like a phoenix at least. Then grab the stag because that's a very important amplifier. Just put it a bit sideways so it fits, but it's so hard to fit it in here. There you go, I fit him. Sort of. And then we'll see if I can even include other small little doodles, like maybe this sun doodle could be included, but it would have to be really small because it wouldn't fit. Tiny little sun in the corner. I don't know. I'll put the sun here. Or who knows? I might even have more space because I'm going to be moving things around. So who knows? Do some wisps of shadow because it is a shadow show, kind of. There we go. Some little wisps of shadow. I like that. That's kind of cute. Okay. Put this next to the sun. These are always at each other's throats in the show. Anyway, might as well include them. Just move them around a little bit. There we go. They have some space. Okay. I can't fit the boat, but that's fine. I'll leave it there anyway, in case I find space for it later. Because I still have to adjust the quotes and stuff, but yeah. Now the borders for the colored blobs around each image. I like to do doodles there too, not just in the blank spaces. This one looked like it will fit perfectly. Just needs to be a bit bigger. But besides that, it almost fits perfectly. Just need to make some minor adjustments. Get rid of the star. I don't need it. Oof, this one's going to be a bit difficult because it's right there. Bring it down a bit. Well, maybe erase it actually. I don't think it'll fit there. Move the waffle up because waffles are Nina's thing. And then just put a new one of these here. This, I'm going to try and warp it. If I can. There you go. I made it fit with the warp tool. I love that freaking tool. It's so good. Let's do a warp to this one as well so it fits. There you go. Yay, it fits. Next will be these. This one I want to move here, and then we can just adjust the size. How about a free form just to make sure it's big enough, wide enough. Yeah, that might be a problem. Okay. That's a basic gist of what I want. So then I'm going to warp it as well, just so I can get the right. That's where I need them. There you go. Cool. Everything is working out. Next, I'll take this. Oh, uniform. Move it. Make it bigger. Doesn't fit properly. Just another free form. And then a warp to get it to really do what I want. There you go. It fit. I made it fit. The warp tool is so fun. Next, the canes and the knives for Inej and Kaz. Okay, this one almost fits perfectly except for this. So I'm just going to move this a little more this way. So a little more of that. Just a little more of that. Do a little warping over here just so it fits. And there we go. Now the final one. Let's see if this one will be as easy. Alright, it's mostly fitting. I just need to make it a bit higher here. A little bit there. Warp it a little bit more. Okay. That's fine. All right. And we did that one. Then after that, it'll take me about an hour and a half to transfer this version to my journal. So the only thing I have to fix is some of the quotes, make them fit in the bubble better. But besides that, this is basically the final version. And I will transfer this to my physical journal when I'm ready. That's basically the process. It's really not that hard. It's really quite fun. And yeah, I'll probably do a YouTube short on this since I've been doing a YouTube short for every single one of my spreads. Just because I like to share my art / my creativity. You guys know I'm an artist, whether 3D or regular, traditional. I do it all. I love reading. Yeah. So, that is it for this stream. Hope you guys learned a little something. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing a part 2 since you guys just saw what the finished version is going to look like anyway. I don't think you need to see me do it in the actual journal. Since I've already done also a journal process video on the channel. So if you really want to see the whole process, you can go check that out. But yeah, that's it for this stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I like sharing my creativity. Anything to do with movies, TV, animation, art, I'm there. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Ciao!